What's the most common excuse that people use to spend extra money on outside breakfast? Well, there are a lot of excuses, but one of them is this, but I don't have enough time. Nonsense. Let's debunk that one. Hang on, back in a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. I love helping people keep some more of their own hard earned money, which is why I have a terrible time when I see people literally throwing away their money when they could keep more of it and do other things with it. There you go. Like saving or maybe paying down debt or just not wasting it. All right. One of the most common excuses about people eating breakfast out is as a time saver. Personally, I don't get it as a time saver. I think it might cost even more time waiting around to be served, but that's the way I feel about it. So I don't think that that's necessarily true, but I could prove to you that there are some breakfasts out there that take way less than a couple of minutes. Some take even less than 1 minute. So let's go over some easy peasy breakfast. And I have my trusty notebook with me. So if you see me taking a look this way, that's why. Frozen fruit smoothie. I am not going to go outside to spend a lot of money on someone else's idea of a frozen smoothie. I can make it right at home in a simple blender. I take some frozen cut up fruit that's already been cleaned and done up. That I buy. I get the least expensive one, take it out of the freezer, throw it in, cutting it up, cutting a banana into it, a chilled banana or frozen sliced banana in whatever concoction of fruit mixture makes it have a really silky smooth texture. That with a little bit of your favorite milk. It could be dairy milk or non-dairy milk. You don't need a lot of it. Use that, just whirl it together in a couple of seconds. Hello, breakfast done. So right off the bat, the time thing, not buying it. Just saying. Instant hot cream of wheat. Oh my gosh, I really love instant hot cream of wheat. You know, the little envelopes, they're only 100 calories. So if you're concerned about portion control, I saw a video where, for example, people with diabetes can benefit from hot cream of wheat. Check with your doctor if you have diabetes, but there's a video out there that explains the whole thing. I am not diabetic. I just happen to like this instant hot cream of wheat. And at 100 calories, I don't even add anything to it. I don't add milk. I don't add sugar. I like its natural savory taste. How long does it take? Boil water, the same water that I'm going to make some water for my instant coffee to go with it. Hello. Just pour a little bit in a bowl with that package. You could do the same with the oatmeal. There's no excuse. Cost of time, less than a minute or two, in my opinion. And delicious. And there's 12 servings in a typical box. So that's 12 breakfasts. And I paid about $4 for that box. That's what I call a cheap breakfast. Next, hard boiled egg and a piece of your favorite fruit. Oh, yeah. Take a day like a Sunday. And I mean, how long does it take to boil a few eggs? Have them ready for the week whenever you're dying for a little protein break, real protein. Put a pinch of salt on top of it. Have a yogurt on the side with it or just a piece of fresh fruit. Hello. How long did that take? Peel egg, eat fruit? I'm sorry. No excuses offered. Stop saying you don't have the time. No, 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 no. How about something as simple as a piece of toast, regular bread, or any bread you like, or English muffin, or half a bagel? You could easily get some of your favorite cream cheese, get it on sale, or if you prefer peanut butter on top of it, or just simple butter. Some people just opt even for plain bagel, whatever you want. How fast does that take? Same thing goes for toasted frozen waffles. Those are very underrated. I don't know why. You could get 10 of them for about $4, sometimes $3, 10. So they could either be like 30 cents each or 40 cents each, and they're pretty big. They're actually really, really big. One day I found the trick from one of those Food Network type shows, and the person had a scrambled egg on top of they half the waffle, And that sandwich was so filling. It was actually way too filling. I'm telling you, I can't even get over how filling that was. And I mean, so inexpensive. Why do I have to go outside and spend a fortune on an egg sandwich, for example? So if you put it on top of a toasted waffle, that makes it a little bit unique and different. Cold cereal of any sort that you enjoy. If you could get it on sale, stock up. Use your favorite cold cereal, especially on a hot summer morning with your favorite like berries or strawberries, blueberries. You could add to that. That's a wonderful breakfast. How long does it take? Pour cereal in bowl. Add favorite type of milk. The end. Perhaps, like I said, a couple of berries or something or whatever, or just a pinch of sugar. When it comes to the time factor, I am sorry. By the time you get over to the fast food place, you could have had at least a couple of bowls of cereal under your belt. So I'm not buying the time thing on that one. I'm just not. Um, Leftover cooked chicken. Now, this sounds unconventional. Have you ever woken up and just wanted like pure protein, not an egg, but maybe something like, oh my word, you remembered that last night's dinner, you had some frozen chicken tenders that you made from scratch with your homemade breading, and you had some cold pieces of that just laying around in the refrigerator. You thought maybe you'd have it for lunch or later on, but your body said, you know what? I just want to sit down to that hunk of cold chicken for breakfast. Is there any rule against that? No, absolutely not. Think about something for a minute. We have no excuse or no reason not to have, let's say, breakfast for dinner if we want. Why can't a person have some of their leftover dinner for breakfast? If that is what you're craving and that's what you want, and again, people use the excuse, but I don't have time for this and that and that and this. It just cracks me up. So I've done it myself. I've had leftover cold chicken for breakfast, especially, breaded cutlets. I love that breaded boneless chicken cutlets. If I have a couple of those pieces left over, sprinkle a little bit of salt on there and just have a hunk with my instant coffee. Let's get back to coffee for a minute. I refuse. It just goes against my grain. The thought of spending so much money on a cup of coffee out. I know some people feel they just love the flavor so much. I'm not judging that person or whatever, but I'm just sharing. I personally couldn't do. I wouldn't even enjoy the coffee. I wouldn't even enjoy that cup of coffee knowing that it costs so much money and I could do so many things like maybe buy 18 eggs or another box of my favorite hot instant cream of wheat and get 12 servings generous out of that at 100 calories per serving. You see where I'm going with this. So when people say they don't have time to make breakfast, I'm sorry. It is my belief that this video hopefully will have debunked that. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care.